Nobody should be playing Roblox anymore. The company has lost over $1 billion. A short seller accused them of lying about their user count by 40%. Federal authorities have received over 13,000 reports of child exploitation on the platform in a single year, and yet more kids are on Roblox right now than ever before in history. So what's actually going on? How does a platform that's been declared dead, dangerous, and fraudulent pull in $6.8 billion and 151 million daily users in 2025? The answer is that Roblox should have died 4 separate times, ending the company. And somehow, every single one of those near deaths made Roblox bigger. Death number 1. The decade of nothing. Roblox didn't launch in 2020. It didn't even launch in 2015. Roblox launched in 2006. The same year YouTube was just getting started. The same year Twitter had 11 employees. And for 8 years after that launch, Roblox was a ghost. Roblox was founded by a man named David Baszucki. He's been CEO ever since, never resigned, never stepped down. And for 2 decades, he has almost never spoken to the press. Hold on to that. It's going to matter. Nobody was talking about Roblox. Nobody was covering it. It was the uncle at the Thanksgiving table who shows up but never says anything. While Minecraft was selling 100 million copies, while Fortnite was being conceived, while Call of Duty was pumping out a new game every year, Roblox was just there, running. No marketing budget, no viral moments, no celebrities promoting it, playing the world's longest waiting game. By 2014, if you asked a kid about Roblox, half of them didn't know what it was. The platform had roughly 7 million monthly users. For reference, Angry Birds had hit 2 billion downloads in that same time frame. Roblox was flatlining. And a platform that's flatlined for 8 years usually doesn't survive year 9. Except Roblox wasn't selling a game. Roblox was selling a platform. And every year, while nobody was watching, they were quietly building something bigger than a game. They were building infrastructure, a creation engine that would let any kid with a laptop make something another kid would want to play. And once that engine was ready, they just needed the right moment to turn it on. That moment was COVID. Lockdown hit in 2020, and suddenly every kid in the world was trapped at home with nothing to do. Schools shut down, playgrounds shut down, sleepovers shut down, and Roblox, the platform that had been quietly building infrastructure for 14 years, was the one thing kids could do together when they couldn't be together. In 1 year, Roblox doubled its user base. Daily active users jumped from 33 million to over 50 million. Revenue jumped from 488 million to nearly 2 billion. And the platform that had been dying for a decade suddenly became the biggest kids platform on Earth. Roblox didn't survive by being a good game. Roblox survived by being the only game that was ready when the world changed. Death number 1, avoided. Death number 2, the predator problem. But survival brought scrutiny. And the moment Roblox became mainstream, every parent in America started asking a very uncomfortable question. If my 7-year-old is on this platform for 4 hours a day, who else is on there? The answer was terrifying. In 2023 alone, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children received over 13,000 reports involving Roblox. The year before, that number had been around 3,000. Reports of child exploitation on the platform quadrupled in 12 months. News outlets ran investigation after investigation. CNN, Bloomberg, NBC. All of them publishing story after story about sexual predators using Roblox to target minors, simulated abuse scenes inside user-made games, and a moderation system that seemed to let everything slip through. And through all of it, one person never showed up. David Baszucki, the CEO of Roblox, did not appear in a single major news segment about the predator crisis. Not an interview, not a public statement, not a press conference. Every word came through PR. A man running a platform for hundreds of millions of children refused to put his face on the problem. And it wasn't just individual incidents. There were entire games that shouldn't have existed. Games simulating hospital shootings, games referencing Jeffrey Epstein, games that got hundreds of thousands of plays before anyone at Roblox noticed them. This wasn't a couple of bad apples. This was a system that couldn't keep up with its own growth. Any normal company would have been dead on impact. A kid's platform with a predator problem is a brand suicide pact. Parents pull their kids off the platform. Brands pull their ad spend. Lawmakers step in. Stock tanks. Company collapses within 18 months. Except Roblox was too big to kill. By the time the scandal peaked, Roblox had over 200 million monthly users. Kids weren't just playing Roblox. They were living on it. They were doing their homework in the voice chat. They were celebrating birthdays in Brookhaven. They had built entire social lives inside the platform. Parents couldn't pull them off because there was nowhere else to pull them to. The network effect had locked in. And instead of shutting down, Roblox did the corporate equivalent of a hard apology tour. Parental controls, restrictions on under 13 communication, $878 million thrown at safety and security, 25% of their entire revenue in 2023, self-reporting exploitation numbers to federal authorities, making the problem visible on purpose so they could be seen solving it. Was it enough? Most critics say no. The predator problem isn't solved, but the brand survived, and a platform that should have collapsed under the weight of its own safety scandal quietly kept growing. Death number 2, avoided. Quick thing, please subscribe. It helps me know if you like this content and if I should make more of it. Thanks in advance, and let's keep going. Death number 3, the developer revolt. Now here's where Roblox's business model starts getting uncomfortable. Because the thing that made Roblox powerful, that creator economy, the one where anyone can build a game and make money from it, was quietly a disaster for the people actually building the games. In 2021, a YouTube channel called People Make Games released an investigation that should have taken Roblox down completely. The numbers were devastating. When a player spends $1 on Roblox, the developer who made the game doesn't get $1. They don't get 90 cents. They don't get 70 cents. They get roughly 25 cents. And that's before Roblox takes its cut to cash out, which drops the real take-home closer to 18%. Read that number again. A kid builds a game. That game makes $100. The kid takes home $18. Roblox takes home everything else. And the developer base wasn't professional studios. It was children. 13-year-old developers running games with millions of players. Kids spending thousands of hours making content for the platform. The same kids whose school counselor would have a breakdown if they knew what their hourly wage actually was. The story went viral. Critics called it child labor. Some called it worse. A class action lawsuit was filed. Congressional attention was threatened. Every single comment section under every Roblox video turned into a roast of the company's developer split. This was a death sentence for any platform that depends on creator goodwill. Except Roblox never actually depended on creator goodwill. It depended on creator addiction. And addiction doesn't care about the math. Most Roblox developers didn't leave. They couldn't. Where else were they going to go? Fortnite's Unreal Editor wasn't ready yet. Minecraft didn't have a monetization layer. No other platform offered a free development engine, a built-in audience of hundreds of millions, and the possibility, however small, of becoming the next Adopt Me millionaire. So instead of leaving, developers kept building. And in 2025, Roblox paid out over $1.5 billion to creators for the first time in the platform's history. Was it a fair share? Absolutely not. Was it enough to keep the engine running? Yes. A company that should have been killed by its own labor practices just turned the exploitation into a marketing story about developer success. Death number 3, avoided. Death number 4, the Hindenburg Report. And then, October 2024 happened. Hindenburg Research is a short-selling firm. For those who don't know what that means, their entire business model is finding public companies they think are lying, betting against the stock, then releasing investigations designed to crash it. They don't do this quietly. Their reports tanked Nikola. They bankrupted Adani. They've put CEOs in prison. On October 8, 2024, Hindenburg released a 78-page investigation into Roblox. The title alone was devastating. Inflated key metrics for Wall Street and a pedophile hellscape for kids. The report made two core accusations. First, that Roblox had been lying to investors about how many actual humans were on the platform. Hindenburg alleged that Roblox was inflating its daily active users by 25 to 42% through bot accounts, zombie sessions, and users with multiple alternate accounts. Their technical analysis claimed the average real user was only spending 22 minutes on Roblox per day, not the 144 minutes Roblox was reporting. Second, they laid out page after page of examples of child predators using the platform, sexually explicit games slipping past moderation, and internal employee testimony about Roblox's inability to protect its own users. And here's the detail Hindenburg buried on page 12 that nobody talked about at the time. Insiders have cashed out $1.7 billion in Roblox stock since the company's 2021 direct listing. And in the 12 months leading up to the Hindenburg report, the CEO, David Baszucki, personally sold $115 million of it. The founder, who never talks to the press, talks plenty to his stockbroker. The silence wasn't humility, it was strategy. While parents were panicking and critics were writing obituaries, the man at the top was quietly moving generational wealth off the table. The stock should have imploded. Hindenburg has a track record. Their report was 78 pages of specific sourced allegations, and Roblox was a company that had never once been profitable. Their losses at the time totaled $1.07 billion. So what happened? The stock dropped 9% for one afternoon. Then it bounced back. Then it kept climbing. By the end of 2025, Roblox was posting record growth numbers. Daily active users hit 151 million. Quarterly revenue grew 48% year over year. And the company that was supposed to be a fraud built on inflated metrics was now the single biggest growth story in the gaming industry. How did Roblox survive Hindenburg? Simple. The investors didn't care whether the user numbers were accurate. They cared whether the money was real. And the money was real. Roblox's bookings, the actual cash coming in from Robux purchases, kept going up regardless of how you counted the users. Wedbush analyst Michael Pachter put it most bluntly on CNBC. If Roblox has 60 million real users instead of 80 million, who cares? The revenues went up from 2.8 billion to 3.5 billion. Do I care as an investor if the user count has been consistently inflated? I don't. The short sellers got their report right. The company got its revenue right. And that turned out to be the only thing that actually mattered. Death number 4, avoided. So let's put it all together. Roblox should have died in 2014 from irrelevance. It survived because it was secretly building infrastructure nobody else had built yet. Roblox should have died in 2023 from the Predator scandal. It survived because its user base was already locked in too deep to leave. Roblox should have died in 2021 from the developer revolt. It survived because developers had nowhere else to go. And Roblox should have died in 2024 from the Hindenburg report. It survived because investors stopped caring about the users and started caring about the receipts. See the pattern? Roblox isn't a game. That's why none of the normal game-killing problems kill it. Fortnite can die because Fortnite is a game. People can quit a game and find a new one. Roblox is infrastructure. It's where 12-year-olds go to hang out with their friends. It's where developers go to try to make rent. It's where brands go to reach an audience they can't reach anywhere else. You can't kill a road, you can only watch it get wider. In 2025, Roblox was responsible for 67% of all non-China gaming industry growth, not 6.7%, 67. One platform carried 2/3 of an entire industry's growth on its back, while still losing money every quarter. Users spent more hours on Roblox in 2025 than they spent on Steam, PlayStation, and Fortnite combined. This isn't a game that won't die. This is a platform that the entire next generation of kids considers their default. And every time someone declares Roblox dead, they're not watching the platform. They're watching the game they wish Roblox was. And David Baszucki is still not doing interviews. Roblox isn't dying. Roblox is becoming the operating system for an entire generation that doesn't remember a world without it. And that's not a game over screen. That's a respawn. If you want more videos like this, breakdowns of the games, companies, and platforms that should have died but didn't, hit subscribe and drop the next one in the comments. Which game do you think is being falsely declared dead right now? Until next time.